Hey, how's everybody doing? Uh, it's been a while since I've done anything like this, but I had to jump on here because I was speaking with somebody, and she was telling me it was just the other day. She was telling me that she she met me on a Wednesday. She didn't meet me. Her mom met me on a Wednesday. She started drinking the water that night. 2 days later, she lost 15 pounds, and the deep sockets, the pockets under her eyes, are gone. So, I, if y'all know me, I'm skeptic. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad it's working for you. Because I've had a lot of people that drink the water and they tell me all these great things that's happening. But it's like, wow. It's still wow to me. I still have my mind blown every time. Even though I understand how it works, it still blows my mind. So, I went to reading a little bit, and the thing that got me, and I'm just like, that's why I labeled this mind blown, is we learn things as kids, but when we get older, we kind of like forget about it. You know what I mean? We just take what is advertised to us and what's told to us. Um, so, y'all remember something called surface tension? If y'all remember anything about surface tension, okay? Basically, if you know what a water strider is, kind of like a spider. A water strider can walk on the surface of the water and everything because of the surface tension. Well, surface tension can be changed. One way to change it is if you boil it, add heat to it, it'll change the tension of the water. Well, a lot of people grow up thinking that it's water that hydrates you. And I get to talking and I'm like, yeah, you need this water. It's so hydrating. You need hydrating water. Boom. And then I'm like, it's not the water that hydrates you guys. Y'all need to understand this, okay? It's not all these here that you see here. It's not the water that hydrates you, okay? Water is a means of transport. It's a form of transport, okay? The water has oxygen molecules and the hydrogen molecule. What is hydrating you are the minerals that are able to go and penetrate into your body, into your cells, like potassium, sodium, calcium, these things here. Like you would, the same thing whenever you find out, oh wow, you're low in this, and the doctor's like, hey, take this multivitamin pill. Those things. That's what helps your body to remain in homeostasis. Okay? If you're wondering if you've ever been told, well, your blood can never change the pH of 7.0, it's going to stay. The way it maintains that is homeostasis. If you happen to drink something acidic like soda, okay, and the soda is like 1,000 times parts or 100,000 times parts more acidic than your blood will rob your bones and your major organs of those minerals to keep the blood in homeostasis. So what you need is something that's going to deliver the right amount of minerals you need easily to your blood and to your body so you can maintain homeostasis without robbing your bones. And you understand what I'm saying? So the better transport system you have again those minerals, the better. So my intention right now, and why I have this focus here on these drinks, is I want you to see that these transport systems that we've been taught and advertised to go and take, and they're like, oh, this great thing about this, how they're not truly hydrating you. They're not getting you the right minerals to your blood and to your bones to help you. That's why whenever you take them, those minerals happen to sit inside your stomach and you get bloated. Okay? You're not absorbing them like you should. So I'm just going to take a little example here. Let me get this here. So I got this. I'm just going to show one time, Nerdy, so that way y'all can see and get a good idea here. Just you notice me, I'm here. Alright. So it's not like I'm fooling y'all. Okay. I've got these cups right here. And I'm going to take a tea bag. And I know y'all have done tea before. You haven't never made tea before, you should go to your kitchen and try it. Go in your store, pick up some tea bags. It's very entertaining. Now, a tea bag, all the herbs, everything is inside the bag, okay? And in order to go and be able to get what's inside out, it has to be penetrated with water. Water will be its transport, okay? Now, I'm just going to put it in here, and if you ever made tea before, or if you haven't made tea before, usually what you do is you boil water to make tea, okay? I'm going to just take some, I was doing a demo earlier, so I have some water left over. I'm going to pour some of the water from this bottle over this tea bag, okay? Now, as you can see, looking at it, you don't see much change to the water, okay? Just to be fair, I'm going to bounce it around. I'm going to spin it. This basically is going to cause a break in the surface tension of the water because I'm causing motion. So you can see it's starting to slowly allow some of the tea to enter out, right? This would be the same as like if you took like a time-release medication. How it takes time to go and release into your blood. Well, it's going to take a long time for that tea to actually come out of there. Okay, but you see how as I keep messing with it, eventually it lets a little bit out. Okay. Now that was just a bottled water. Something you could pick up at your local store. Okay, you could buy for like, you know, $3. I think the smart water and everything's like $3-4 for this little bottle. Okay. Now this is the water I always talked about. Okay, this is Kangen water. Okay, I went and oops, dropped the black. I just went and poured this from my Kangen machine, okay, into this container here. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and here's what I'm gonna do, just so you know, I'm not like forcing it. I'm not gonna put a lot of power into pouring it. I'm just gonna pour real slow into this cup here. See, not a lot of motion. Just allow it to go and fill up. Now, what you start noticing is that it starts releasing the tea right away. I didn't do any motion to the tea bag, okay? If I pick up this tea bag and just move it slightly, you'll see it releases a lot of the tea out of there. It's able to penetrate. Why? Because the water is smaller here. The surface tension is a lot smaller than your other bottled waters. So it's allowed to penetrate and allow your minerals to release a lot faster. Now I know y'all are thinking like, okay, well, look, you already wet the bag and the other one, you put it in this one, and that's why it's doing it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick this up. Just so you see. Now watch carefully. I'm gonna place this tea bag, keep dropping it, in this cup here. I'll choose another one. I'll choose your Aquafina, Masfina. A lot of people get that water. Okay? And I'm going to do different than I did the Kangen water. I'm actually going to lift the bottle up high and pour it down. Right on the tea bag. What are you noticing? Even though it's a lot of motion, the surface tension of the water is too high. It is not allowing it to penetrate to release everything that's inside the tea bag out. I'll move it around some, right? Nada. Now I'll go and have that same tea bag, and I'm gonna place it in this cup here. I'm gonna use the Kangen water that I've been drinking. I'm just gonna slowly pour it in. What are you noticing? It's already penetrating. It's releasing everything that's inside the tea bag out. And if it's doing that inside this for this tea bag, what would it do inside your body? It would allow all those minerals to enter your blood a lot faster than what you're used to. So to give you more of an understanding of this, okay? You see how I went and dipped the tea bag in this water here? This was the Dasani water. Okay. What was allowed to come out of the tea bag is in there. You may not see it too good, but it's in there, okay? The molecular structure of the water is too high. It's not allowing it to expand and release like it wants to. If I use a water that is smaller in structure and molecules and a lot more energy and add it to this, it'll actually bring out all the molecules of the tea that was in there, so that way you can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. You understand? So this water, this powerful, energetic, very small molecular water that is allowed to penetrate your molecules and hydrate you, because it has the potential to allow minerals to enter into your blood, into your body a lot easier, is beneficial to you and will hydrate you. These other bottled waters here that sit on the shelf for months, tap water, all this good stuff, don't have the capability of doing that. Unless you were to boil the water, then it could. Then all you're left to deal with is just all the, the baking soda and the salt and all the other chemicals that they're going to add in the water, or all the chemicals you find in tap water, because that's basically what's all in Dasani, Aquafina, and these other bottles. Then you're just dealing with that. So if you like more information about this, if you want to understand more about how Kangen water works, better yet, if you want to know how it feels as you drink it, contact me. I'll go ahead and I'll get you some free water, and that way you can go and see for yourself. All right? Have a great day.